She said I would never amount to anything because I didn't like school. Well, I didn't like school because my father died when I was 10 years old. And my dad used to take me to school and pick me up every day. And one day, I woke up and my mother said, you gotta walk to the bus stop because your dad's back is hurting, so my father couldn't take me. And I had to get on that bus, and my father wasn't there to pick me up. And 2 weeks later, I'm at her funeral. I was 10 years old, my father's funeral. So that lady, Miss Jenkins, who told me I'd never amount to anything, it just pissed me off. Because at this time, my father died, I was in 6th grade. And when she told me this, I was in 10th grade in high school.
As I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. And when you become content with your progress, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder. They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see.
I push myself to the edge of my limits and beyond. But you've been born with a natural talent far beyond my own. No amount of training could have closed the gap between us. I realize that now. It was made painfully obvious to me today as I watched your fight with Bobity's monster. Imagine my shock to see the undeniable proof, to discover that no matter how hard I tried, I would never be able to catch you. A warrior prince forever living in the shadow of a low-level clown.
Vegeta, I don't understand. You've never allowed anyone to help you before in your life. Why start now? Why Bobity?
Because I wanted him to reawaken the evil in my heart. I wanted him to return me to the way I was before. I was the perfect warrior, cold and ruthless. I lived by my strength alone, uninhibited by foolish emotion.
I can't stand the pain.
Father decided to teach me a permanent lesson on my face. For so long I thought that if my dad accepted me, I'd be happy. I'm back home now. My dad talks to me. He even thinks I'm a hero. Everything should be perfect, right? I should be happy now. But I'm not. I'm angrier than ever, and I don't know why.
Who are you angry at?
No one. I'm just angry.
I was kind of an introvert. I didn't really want to be a social. I hated my dad and my brother. Any free time I had was spent working while the other kids were going on vacations and doing fun things.
If you don't have the right mentality to be able to do this on a rigorous schedule, day in, day out, and push yourself beyond your imagination, you're not going to be the best of the best. Winning or losing didn't validate who Jay Cutler was. It was validated by, I had a goal, and that was to be the best I could be. When you're passionate about something, you can only be great at it. And I did whatever it took to win. I've been coming here, getting second all these times, and seemed like everyone told me, you're wasting your time, you're not going to win. And I persevered and trained harder and came back every year and came back stronger. And here I am, this is the day that no one thought they'd see.
I remember there was, I was still living in Ladywood in the council flat, and it's about 2 or 3 miles to the city centre where the gym is. And there was a big snowstorm. Actually, there was no cars on the road. So there's no cars, there's no buses, there's no transport. I trudged through that snow up past my knees to the gym. It took me about an hour and a half to get to the gym from like a couple of miles. It usually take 20 minutes to walk or something. It took me an hour and a half. I got to the gym with the key and nobody was there. And I thought to myself, those fuckers in California right now, they're driving their Porsche, their Ferrari out in the sun, going to the beach. I'm here trudging through the snow, and they're going to pay for that.
He said I would never amount to anything because I didn't like school. Well, I didn't like school because my father died when I was 10 years old. And my dad used to take me to school, pick me up every day. And one day, I woke up and and my mother said, you gotta walk to the bus stop because your dad's back is hurting, so my father couldn't take me. And I had to get on that bus, and my father wasn't there to pick me up. 2 weeks later, I'm at a funeral.